You know that sinking feeling? You just went on a great date, you laughed, you connected, you felt a real spark, and then you go home feeling hopeful, and then crickets. A few days or a week goes by, and you finally realize, ugh, you've been ghosted. You're left replaying every single word on the date, wondering, was it something I said? Was it what I wore? Did I overshare? And then you start spiraling. This spiral is exhausting, and it's exactly what we're going to work on fixing today with a little help from AI. I have 5 dating prep prompts that are going to help you go on a date more calm, cool, collected, and bringing the right energy from the start. I also have a prompt that's going to help you figure out why you may not be getting second dates and what blind spots you may have that you're not even aware of that are preventing you from getting more dates. And then we're going to try and fix it. Here are the 5 prompts that we'll be covering today. Number 1, a pre-date ritual prompt to boost your calm, confidence, and cool your nerves before the date so you show up as your best self. Number 2, conversation starters that aren't totally lame. 3, boundary scripts, so you go in with some easy go-to phrases you can use if pressure's applied. 4, this is the prompt I'm excited about. It's a personality analyzer prompt to help you uncover where you may have some blind spots in dating and why these dates haven't worked out and how to overcome them. Finally, 5, we'll do a Selfi analyzer prompt to make sure that you are dressed your best for the date. But before we dive in, just a quick note on how to use these prompts. You're going to want to copy and paste them into your AI tool of choice. That could be ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever you want to use. I personally like ChatGPT, but any of these tools will work. I've linked a free copy of all of these prompts in the description below, so be sure to grab those. All right, let's dive in. This first prompt is super important because the energy you bring into the date sets the tone for how you're perceived and how you feel. A solid pre-date ritual calms your nervous system, boosts your self-trust, and helps you show up as your most magnetic self. And who doesn't want that on a first date? So let's dive into the prompt. Okay, so I'm going to read the prompt, which I've already submitted to ChatGPT, and then I'll take you through ChatGPT's response. Although obviously the responses that you get from AI will be completely different and customized to you. The prompt says, create a 10-minute pre-date ritual that helps me feel grounded, warm, and relaxed. Include number 1, a 2-minute deep breath plus posture reset that eases anxiety. 2, a 60-second pep talk in my own voice that feels encouraging but not cheesy. And 3, a calm, realistic checklist for beauty, safety, and energy before heading out. Keep it simple and soothing. So ChatGPT responded with a 10-minute pre-date ritual I can use anytime. It includes this breath and posture reset, goes into a 60-second pep talk that I can read aloud in my own voice, saying, hey, it's me, I'm safe, I'm steady, and I'm not here to perform. This is just a conversation with a new human. My only job is to be present and curious. So far, sounds so good. Below that is a calm, realistic checklist on beauty, safety, and energy. And then a doorway cue as I head out to stand tall, soften your face, long exhale. Mantra is warm, clear, and comfortable. I'll let the night unfold. Nice. All right, let's jump into prompt number 2. Write 10 first date conversation starters that feel like open invitations to share small stories. Keep them casual, playful, and emotionally warm, no generic icebreakers. Then write 5 gentle topic pivots I can use when the conversation slows down a little bit. Focus on creating flow and connection, not formality. So I will admit, AI is AI. It's not actually a human. So sometimes these conversation starters can sound a little bit weird, but really it's just meant to get your wheels turning. So you can take these and make them your own. So reading through a few of the first date conversation starter suggestions is, what's a tiny tradition you invented for yourself that secretly makes your day better? If this week had end credits, what would show up in the blooper reel? Jumping down to which corner of the city feels like home to you and why? What's a hobby you're mediocre at but refuse to quit? So these are, again, you can put these in your own words, but they're all good ideas for not terribly lame conversation starters. Below that, we have 5 gentle topic pivots for slow moments. Like, I love that. Speaking of cozy, what's your idea of a perfect nothing evening. Number 2, that reminds me of music. By the way, what's your current repeat track and what moment is it scoring? So again, these are just to get your wheels turning and give you an idea of how to segue into a new topic when things start slowing down. Also keep in mind that AI works really well when you build upon it. So maybe you like 2 or 3 of these suggestions and you want more similar suggestions, you can also prompt AI to do that. Or if you say, I very much am into golf or swimming and I want to work that into the conversation, give me some ideas for how to do that. You can also prompt AI to do that for you. This next prompt dives into the often tricky area of discussing boundaries on a first date. AI can actually be really helpful in helping you figure out the right tone to deliver these types of messages. So let's dive in. Write 10 real-life boundary scripts for early dating situations like needing more notice, wanting to go slow physically, or ending a date early. By the way, input your specific boundaries here to get the answers that you need from AI. Each script should feel kind and confident, like something I could say without overthinking or sounding harsh. Avoid sounding robotic or defensive. Make them feel natural and self-respecting. So AI then gives me several specific boundaries I can discuss, such as number 1, needing more notice. Spontaneous is fun, but same day rarely works for me. If you give me a day or two's notice, I'm much more likely to say yes. Number 2, can't do last minute, but still interested. Tonight's too tight for me, but I'd still like to see you. How is date time instead? So these are great ways to bring up boundary talk without sounding too harsh about it. Okay, this next prompt is my favorite because it gives you a window into blind spots that you may not even know you have. So if you're having trouble getting multiple dates, second dates, this prompt is for you. You may be doing things you're not even aware of that are a little off-putting. So let's dive into the prompt. Act as a warm but honest dating coach. I want to better understand how I tend to show up on dates, where my blind spots may be, and how to shift my energy to increase the chances of genuine connection and a second date, while still staying true to who I am. First, guide me through a thoughtful 1 question at a time reflection. Ask about my past 2 to 3 dates, what patterns I've noticed, how I typically act or feel on dates, and what I think people experience when they're with me. Help me explore where I may be misaligned with the vibe that I want to give off. Then analyze the biggest gaps or blind spots I may not see, like overthinking, people-pleasing, emotional distance, performance energy, or anything else that feels off. Finally, give me 3 to 5 real shifts I can make in how I prep, show up, and connect on dates without faking it. Think mindset resets, energy work, or small communication tweaks. Be direct, kind, and real. Okay, that was a long one, but it's a good prompt. So it starts off by prompting me from my most recent dates. I just made up some date info to put in here for example purposes, and then asks me about patterns that I'm noticing, etc. And below that, it tells me, okay, so here's the analysis. Here's what you likely project on dates: warm, engaging, easy to talk to, a touch performing, etc. And here are likely blind spots: kindness mismatch. You value respect, but you don't mark it in real time. Performing, nervous narrator, and gesture over character. And then below that, it gives me 5 real shifts to increase connection without faking it. And also some tiny extras I can start using tonight. So for example, when they don't walk you out, here's how to handle it, when conversation needs balance, when physical pace needs setting, etc. And last but not least, we are going to have chatgpt or whatever AI tool you're using analyze a selfie to make sure that our appearance is on point for the date. Not every AI tool is going to be able to analyze your selfie, so make sure you're using one where you can upload a selfie. So for example purposes, I just uploaded a quick selfie and added this prompt. Act as a stylist and subtle appearance coach. I'm about to go on a date and I'd like you to analyze this selfie for how my overall appearance, outfit, and grooming comes across. Please consider the time of day and the specific location or vibe of the date. I just put in Saturday, 6 p.m. rooftop bar, fill in your specific info in this section. Let me know what's working and where I can make small improvements to feel a little more polished, approachable, and aligned with the occasion. Keep feedback gentle but honest and suggest only small actionable tweaks. And I actually think ChatGPT's feedback is really on point. I might start doing this every day with my outfits. So it says, what's working: clean, minimal dress that fits the smart casual vibe, soft waves, natural makeup, neutral palette. Here are some tweaks that I could make, and I like these. Add a little sparkle, like small gold hoops or a thin pendant. Define the petite frame by throwing on a cropped layer, like a light blazer or denim jacket. Shoes: strappy sandals or low block heel. Neckline: unbutton one or button up one for a clean line, then use a dab of fashion tape so it sits flat. Wind and comfort check: I'm always getting cold, so I do like this one. Add seamless shorts under the dress. Bring a slim hair clip or mini elastic for breeze control. Also a reminder to just bring a jacket for the wind or if it gets chilly. Glow pass: quick body lotion highlighter on shoulders and shins, lip gloss or a rosy stain. I love all of these suggestions and would do them in a heartbeat. So this is a great prompt for making sure that your outfit fits the occasion. I hope you find these prompts as helpful as I do. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And just a quick reminder that these prompts are for support and self-discovery and entertainment purposes, but real-life human help is always the strongest tool you can use. So please reach out to a licensed therapist or mental health professional if you are struggling. I've linked all the prompts in the description below, so be sure to grab those. They are, of course, free. And I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.